Last year, around the time of May, I had the chance to go see G.I. Joe at a special test screening. And I just put my review of that experience that I saw. I couldn't really talk about the movie yet, even though I did say that I gave it a passing grade. But like a week later, I don't know how long ago, after I shot that review, they announced that it was going to be pushed back to 2013 and come out in March. And on top of that, he transferred or converted into 3D, and I was just like, why? Why are you doing this? I mean, the movie's okay, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's, The Rock is good, and Bruce Willis is pretty cool, and the action flows, and, there's some really great action sequences that happen in it. The special effects need to be tightened up, but of course you have a month. I mean, it was going to come out in June of last year, and then they pushed it back, and I felt like, oh, that's just horrible, they're just going to ruin it, and it's going to just be a disaster. I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to add more characters? Are they going to add more action sequences? Because I felt like, for what it was a good time. I actually had fun, and I considered it a guilty pleasure. So I wasn't really excited to see the movie again. I felt like, okay, I saw it once, that was good enough, go see it. I think it's something the fans would enjoy, because after that disaster, that G.I. Joe disaster of 2009, I think anybody, even if you're a fan or not, hated the movie. And I'm not a fan of G.I. Joe. I grew up with Transformers and Masters of the Universe and Star Wars and Garbage Pail Kids. So, I don't know where I'm going at, but I'm just saying that I went into seeing this film just with an open mind, thinking, okay, well, let's go see it in 3D, let's go see it in IMAX. And yes, I did see it in 3D and in IMAX, so I thought I'd put on these cool glasses for the rest of the review, or put them up here. I was just really worried. I was like, okay, well, hopefully some things haven't changed. And for the most part, it felt like, okay, a lot of it hadn't really changed. But the 3D was evolving, and it was, they looked like they were starting to utilize it, and it seemed like it was okay. And, the movie flew, and it was, the same movie that I was experiencing before. I did like the addition of The Rock, and I like what happened to Channing Tatum. I'm not going to say what happens to him, but I was happy that that happened to him, especially at the time. And I'm glad that they kept a lot of that stuff the same. But it felt like, there you go. It felt like this was, I don't know if this was going to be just a cash grab, get people to come back and put it in 3D. But as the movie was flowing, I was starting to open up to it, even more than I did the first time. The special effects were done, they looked really great. A lot of the action sequence, especially the scene where it's all on the mountainside, it's got to be one of the most beautiful scenes in a film in a while that I've seen. And I think even though maybe this movie will not be remembered as an action movie in maybe 50, 100 years from now, it might be remembered and considered maybe depends on if it makes money. But I felt like that action sequence is going to be remembered long after this entire film. But then as the movie was going, I really enjoyed the music, and I enjoyed the action. It kept on coming and coming. We get a little chance to breathe, and then it would keep on coming, and it would just entertaining, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I have no idea what they changed in this movie. I have no idea what they changed. I just could see, like, I don't know if they changed anything. I wish they would have taken out the RZA, put that out there, because I felt like he was terrible in the cut that I saw, and now he's just annoying and terrible in this movie. Luckily he's not in the movie very long, but I just was like watching and going, what did they do? Did they edit it? Did they change up the tone? I feel like they just tweaked it a little bit with the editing, and it helped with the pacing and the tone of the film, and I was just so pleasantly surprised. And on top of everything, this has got to be one of the best conversions to 3D. Now, I have no idea if they, shot some stuff in 3D. They may have done that to utilize that, but I felt like this movie utilizes the 3D. The conversion here is one of the best conversions I have ever seen in recent history. That's a movie that wasn't 3D before, and now it is 3D now. This movie just blew my mind. It was beautiful to look at. It was, the 3D just popped out in your face. They used it, and the characters, they have chemistry, and I enjoyed this movie. I don't know if it made a G.I. Joe fan out of me, but it made me appreciate the G.I. Joes and where they've come from. I was just pleasantly surprised. I went from thinking this movie is a guilty pleasure to thinking this is just a really good, solid action movie, and that's what you really want. That's what they probably wanted in 2009, a good, solid action movie. And G.I. Joe Retaliation, if I haven't even said that, I can't remember if I even said it, but G.I. Joe Retaliation makes you totally forget that the other G.I. Joe movie ever existed, and I hope that they continue the franchise with this director. I felt like he did a good job. I don't know what he's done before. I think he did some Step Up movies and the Justin Bieber movie, but I think like this is just a solid action movie, and I'm going to give G.I. Joe Retaliation 3 strong stars. I'm shocked. I'm just so shocked. I thought I'd be like, okay, it was still fun, but I was so entertained. This is a movie that I would actually own. Get a good sound system. Go see it in IMAX in 3D with an amazing sound system. That's what I did, and that just helped the experience so much more. All right, I'm done. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film, and also go to WhoYouTube.com. Breathe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a surprise. What a freaking surprise. Wow. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.